60 plus countries, all of that travel experience. I'm going to share with you the tips and things that I put together for my own travel. So let's get at it. Okay, the first thing first, I only ever carry on only. I don't ever check bags. And so my bag is a 35 liter. It's very small. So I have everything with me on the flight. So I can access it at any time, any of the things that I have. However, when I get on a flight, red eye or long flight, like, 10 plus hours, I don't want to be constantly getting into my bag, or even, honestly, even like a short flight. I don't want to be constantly like, oh, I need those things. I just want to have everything with me. I just want to have everything that I need for the flight in a small little bag that I put underneath the seat in front of me. So let me show you what I put in that bag. Let's start off with number one thing is a water bottle. Okay. You can't have this filled obviously with water when you go through security, but that's no problem. Just make sure you empty it, because there are some airports that are very, very strict on this. If you go through with any water in this, they may make you throw away the bottle. I mean, I think that's crazy. Why don't they just let you dump it out? But they make you throw it away or go back through security. Those are your two options. And if you're on a time crunch, you're just going to throw away your bottle and now you don't have a bottle. So make sure you empty it. Okay. No water inside. Now this is Nalgene. I really like Nalgene because it's a BPA free plastic. So it's not going to have that weird taste to it. Plus all the weird chemicals that come along with that. One of the things, let me show you as a little tip with this, is that this is a wide mouth, right? And so I found that wide mouth tend to, like, you're drinking it, it'll like kind of spill on you. And so they have like this little mouth guard that you can buy. I think that's what it's called. I'll find the exact name for it. That's just kind of what sip guard. Sip guard is what it's called. That's the name. So anyway, it has the little part that you drink, the little part that you can pull out. And then anyway, it just makes it so when you drink out of it, it's a smaller opening so you're not gonna dump on you. So I highly recommend that. You will have to remove that in order to fill up your water bottle. So that is a little gross. Just make sure your hands are clean and you only use this side, not the side that you drink out of. So anyway, take a water bottle with you, fill it up once you get through security. Now you've got water for the plane. Going along with the water. So you want to stay hydrated on flights, because airplane travel is actually very dehydrating for your skin, for your whole body. It just sucks the moisture out of you. So I would highly recommend bringing along some kind of added benefit to your water. This is just a liquid IV and it's a hydration multiplier. What they claim is that if you put this in your water, a bottle of water like this, it actually doubles it, as far as I understand. It's like drinking 2 of these by just putting this in. So that's a really nice way to just get some extra hydration. So I always bring along something like this. If you have a tendency to get, headaches or anything like that, or really dry mouth on the flights, something like this will really help you. Now keep in mind, this is not sugar-free. So just keep that in mind with that. Maybe look around if you need something different. But I've found liquid IV to be quite tasty. I like this firecracker flavor. They also have strawberry that's really good. And just so you know, guys, all of the links will be in the comment. I'm going to put a comment and also in the description below. So you'll find them. Don't worry about it. I will leave them for you, because there's no point in you having to search these things out when I already know where to find them. So here's that. That's your hydration. Is very, very, very important for the plane. So let's go along with hydration as far as keeping your skin moisturized. What I will do is I try not to take any liquids. This is just a lotion bar, and you can get them. There's lots of brands that sell this. So this isn't necessarily the brand that you have to get. This is just Bees Brothers, but I think it might be a local brand to where I live. But lotion bars are really nice. I'm actually going to show you and take my little thumbs out of the little holes there. It's an athletic sweatshirt. So basically, you're just going to rub your hands together and it's just going to get nice and moisturized. And it does feel really nice. It has like a slight greasy feel to it, I will say that. But it does definitely moisturize. That's going to keep your skin moisturized on the flight. Maybe try to go over your fingernails. That is something to kind of keep in mind. Anybody, fingernails will also dry out and get really brittle. I've been on many international flights where my nails have literally shattered, like way down low. I had one, it was terrible. So anyway, I just, try to keep your nails hydrated, or just trim them off before you get on the flight. That's, another good suggestion. Now I will not, actually, what's good about this too? You can use this as a lip balm. It works wonderful. So you can use that for both things if you want. Now I wouldn't take this giant thing in my little personal thing, because I wouldn't need that. What I did is I actually put it in a smaller container. I did a similar video that I just barely shared, and I did some of these in that, but I didn't have all of this, so I wanted to put this in one combo video for you. But this right here, I actually filled up. It might be a little hard for me to open it now because my hands are kind of greasy, but let me just, what I did, if I can't open it, yeah, I got it open. So I just took a big chunk of that and I just shoved it into this little tiny jar, and then now I can just rub it on my hands like this, put it on my lips. So It's all set, ready to go. And these little jars are also fantastic. These are so great. So now I've got my little lotion bar, and this will not count as a liquid. So we're not taking the giant one, we're taking this tiny one. So I'm more, like I said, that's kind of hydration ideas. So now we're going to say sustenance. So about like, you know, when you're on a flight, most of the time there's no snacks. Maybe there'll be some pretzels or something if you're flying on US airlines. That's very, very typical. Budget airlines on anywhere in the world, there's not going to be really anything to offered. So bring your own snacks, bring your favorites. So I have this as an RX bar. I really like that. It's really, really yummy. These are protein bars, and I suggest protein bars because they're gonna make you fuller, all of those wonderful benefits. They're healthier versions of things rather than just a regular snack bar. But take your favorite, just take whatever you like. Enjoy, have something enjoyable for the plane. So anyway, like I said, I use RX bars. I have Built bars. Another brand that I really like is Fulfill. That's another really good one. So anyway, take something, some kind of snack. What I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna show you, I bought this little pouch just barely. This is just something, I liked the mesh of it, and it was just something I found on sale actually at Walmart. So, but you could probably buy these anyway. I'm just gonna kind of store my stuff in here right now so I can show you how it's all gonna fit. So I like to kind of keep things contained so they don't fall out, because the bag that I take with me to put everything in, this bag, it's not zippered. I have to tie off the handles, but if I can have something inside that's already zippered and have everything in there, then I don't have to worry about anything falling out. So this goes inside this bag. Let's say it's filled up with water. I've already filled it. Now an option too that you can do is you can just get a carabiner with these and just hook it on the outside. That way it won't take up any room inside your bag. So you could do that. That's definitely, in fact, I'm gonna show you right now. We have a carabiner on here. We're just gonna do that real quick. So I can show you that I like this option. Just put the carabiner on, strap it on here. Now it's on the outside of the bag, and I don't have to have it on the inside if I don't want it. So now you've got to have a little bit more space in there if you need it. So where were we at? We were going, let's go back a little bit to the lotion area. I forgot to show you, this is the lip balm that I really like using. I said that you can use that as a lip balm, and you certainly can. But if you like a more traditional lip balm, this is just a tiny, tiny one. It's just a Blistex Fruit Smoothies brand. I like it because it's small. It's one of the smallest ones I've ever seen. I really love it. It's perfect size. And so I'll just put that, I'll either put that in my little tiny little purse bag, or I'll put that in this bag. Let's just put it in here for right now, along with, well, my lotion, I had it in here. Okay, we're gonna put this in here. So now we've got my little lotion, my little lip balm, and we've got the snacks and the liquid hydration. Now, this is, I'm trying to keep things a little bit organized for you so that we're not going all over the place. We already did the water. Okay, let's talk about sleeping. So when you're on a flight, you're definitely going to want to get some sleep at some point if it's a long flight or red-eye flight, obviously. You know, some people can't sleep on planes, but if you kind of try to take something with you that maybe would help you sleep, at least just for a little while, that would be really smart, just to get a little bit of sleep. So what I'm going to show you here is I love taking an eye mask. I use these not only for the flight, but for my entire trip. I always use eye masks even at home. So we've got eye masks. I would take along a good pair of earplugs. I was actually recommended by a viewer on another video, actually suggested getting the Swimmers earplugs because he says that they're really, really good. So I still need to get those and try them out, and then I'll give a report on those, but I'm excited to try those actually. But these ones seem to work really good. I really like these. You get them squished down, you push them into your ear deep, and then just let them expand, and then you won't hear anything. I mean, I've really enjoyed these earplugs. It's the shape of them. They're shaped more like a bullet shape rather than just like, there's some that are shaped more just like very much like an oval. I guess that's how you describe it, but these have a more contour to it. So I feel like they do kind of fit in there better and keep the noise out. So let me show you 2 ideas that I use for pillows. Okay, so this first one is just a regular U-shaped pillow, but it's very heavy and it doesn't look like your normal gushy pillow. Like, you really can't gush it at all. So I did a whole video on this, guys, but let me just show you a little trick that I use. This is a packing hack. I use it for budget flights where, you know, I'm not sure if my bag is going to work, so I need to, you know, make sure I don't have it too heavy or too bulky. So this has all my clothes in it for the entire trip. It has everything in here. I just zip it up, and then I, you know, don't have to have it inside the bag, and I don't have to have it above me. I've got all of my things, and it makes a really, really good travel pillow. It's very, very firm. So if I put this on my neck, I mean, most travel pillows, they fall down, they collapse. This one doesn't. It is so comfortable, you guys. I could actually just go to sleep on this video. It's really great. Very, very, very comfortable. If you want to try that, you can shove all your clothes into a travel pillow and use that as your pillow. Now, if you don't want to do that, let me show you some other options. Actually, my favorite option. So this is the turtle pillow. It's got like a plastic kind of cage in here, so it's already kind of formed. So what you do is you take this, a little bit difficult with my hair down. I should have done this with my hair up so I don't grab my hair. So it's got Velcro on it. So my hair would be normally out, so it looks really horrible, but I'm just wanting you to see. So see how that, it really forms, the same kind of arch that this provides, this forms for your neck. So you can just kind of go like that and just, it's great. So I really recommend this. I've used this for lots and lots and lots of flights. Internationally, red eye, whatever, I've used this a lot. And it's nice because it keeps your neck warm, all those kinds of things. So it is very good. And then you can kind of just strap this. You can strap this actually on the outside, but honestly, you're putting this around your neck. I kind of feel like maybe this one should go inside the bag so it doesn't get all dirty. But let's slip this inside right now. Let's just pretend we're taking this one, and we're gonna have my clothes just in a regular vacuum bag for my overhead bag. So, okay, we're gonna take that one with me for this trip. Okay, so a few of my electronics that I make sure that I take on the plane. Okay, so I use this AirFly, and what it allows is you plug it into the aux on the back of the seat in front of you, providing that you have in-flight entertainment. And this allows you to pair your Bluetooth earbuds to this. And this one is the Pro, so it actually allows you to pair two. So it's really great. I really, really like this a lot. It's so much better than using the cord that's connected to the seat. So what I will do though is I do have like this little silicone strap that I put on the earbuds, and then it allows me to have them in, and then I don't have to worry about them falling out and rolling on the floor and losing them. So this is very important. So my earbuds, and this right here, this is my in-flight entertainment little kit. So I'm gonna put that inside here. I've got that done now. Then I have this, and this is just like some flights get hot, like they don't have the air on before you get going. So sometimes it can get a little bit stuffy, or just get stuffy during the flight, and maybe the thing above doesn't really help you that much. So I really like having this with me. It's just a little pocket fan. It's really, really great. I've talked about this a lot in my other videos, but it's how I love it so much. So I put that inside here. It's rechargeable, so that's really nice. This right here, I use this to charge my phone on the plane. So it has the USB, so providing that your seat in front of you has the USB little thing, you can plug this in and charge your phone. So I always make sure I have that with me. So on really, really long flights, international flights, I can keep my phone charged. Another thing for comfort on the plane is I always make sure I have my foot hammock. Now, if I'm going on a short flight, like, 4 hours or something, I don't usually worry about this, but if it's a red-eye flight or if it's international flight, I always take the foot hammock. Basically how it works is that you just hang this, and you pull down the tray, hang this on the back part of the tray, close it back up, and then it just hangs down, and you can put your feet inside here, and it's wonderful. I really, really recommend these for long flights. They really take the load off your back, and they just really allow you to get it just feel a lot more comfortable with your feet being able to be in different positions. Looks like I just have a couple more items that I'm going to share. Okay, so I will take these wet ones, and these can actually be used for your own person to keep yourself sanitized, or they can be used to wipe down the whole place. Like, you want to wipe down the screen because someone's touched that screen a lot. Most likely that hasn't been wiped down for a while. I don't know how often they deep clean planes, but just wipe that down. Wipe down anything that somebody was constantly using, like the little thing that puts the seat back, the little button for that. Just the armrest, you'll want to wipe that down. I usually wipe down the entire seat on an international flight because I'll be doing a lot of having my face up next to it. I just wipe it down. Definitely wipe down the tray table, both sides of it. Yeah, just wipe down everything. And then after you're done wiping down, take another one out and wipe your hands down. Throw it all away, and now you're in a clean space. And that's not to be some germphobe, right? Like I try to be like a clean person, but I try not to also like freak myself out. But I have literally watched somebody literally puke all over the tray table next to me. She got really sick, and she threw up everywhere. So I don't know if that tray table was even washed down after that happened. So who knows? Anyway, okay, 2 more items that I wanted to show you. Okay, so this one right here is, I'm just kind of looking around and making sure I don't have anything. Oh, 3. This right here are just the little breath strips, and these are really nice, just especially if it's a long flight, you've eaten a lot of snacks, everything's just really gross. Before you get a chance, I mean, you can carry your toothbrush and your toothpaste in here, which is totally fine. Just make sure that you don't use it inside the plane. Like, just don't use that water. So anyway, you can brush your teeth in there, but just don't put your toothbrush underneath the water. That's a habit, so make sure you don't do that when you go in there. Otherwise, you're gonna get sick. So in the meantime, if you don't wanna do that and you just wanna wait till you get out to the airport, that's really great. That's probably your better option. And just use these little breast strips. And they're just tiny. There's like 24 in here and they're so good. So highly recommend these. Just toss these in here. And then this right here, this might look like Zip Fizz, and you can actually take Zip Fizz if you wanted to give yourself a little boost after a long flight and you have maybe you would instantly just have a full day ahead of you. So this Zip Fizz is nice, just gives you a little hint of caffeine. You can take Zip Fizz, but what this is an empty container, and I actually just put my medication in here. So inside of here, I just tossed in my nightly allergy pill. I put that in here. I could put in my vitamins if I wanted to. I could put in my sleep aid. A lot of people need sleep aids. They tend to give me nightmares, so I don't use sleep aids, but I definitely will use, like, I'll throw Dramamine in here on the off chance that something starts to make me feel nauseous, like just the movement of the plane. It's only happened a few times in all the flights I've taken, but having a Dramamine in here is nice. Plus, Dramamine actually makes you go to sleep. So if you want to sleep on the plane, take a Dramamine and it'll knock you out. Something else I put in here, headache medication, sure. And then also maybe if you have a tendency to get a sick stomach, maybe put something in there for that. So just put all your little things in here and then you can just toss it in here. I have tried to take the labels off of these empty containers and I have been unsuccessful. They've been a sticky disaster. So what I would probably do is either just mark right on here with a Sharpie, or I'd put maybe a piece of tape or something around here, like you can use washi tape even, like just to put like a different color on here so that you know that this actually is your pills or whatever you. Okay, so that's all zipped up. This is actually my little bag that I always have in my person. And I did a whole video on what I put inside of there. I can just run through it really quick. Basically, it's the essentials. It's my purse. So I'm gonna have my money. I always put my money in the inside pocket that's closest to me, and my passport. If I'm traveling internationally, those go just right there. I always know where they're at. That's just a tip. Always put very important things in the same place every time. That way you're not gonna be frantic, like looking everywhere, where's my thing? Or you think you have it and you really don't. Always put your passport back away. Don't put it in a different compartment. Put it in the same thing every single time you pull it out. Money in the same place, credit cards in the same place. That way for yourself, you know exactly where it's at and you know to keep that part of your bag secure. Just a tip. So anyway, what's in here that I would, there's two things in here that I would make sure I put in this bag. If this bag was, I always keep this with me, but let me just tell you that this right here, a nail file and a nail clipper. I am not in any way suggesting that you should do nail maintenance on the flight. No, that's gross. Please don't be clipping nails. Please don't be clipping your toenails. It's so disgusting. I can't even believe it that people do that. Not suggesting that. What I'm saying is, on the chance that your nails get brittle and they just snap or they just break down low, it's a long flight, and say it happens at the very beginning, like this has happened to me. Now you're like, you got a nail that's like, if it tears, it rips really bad and you need to get that thing cut. You can't dig around in your bag above to get that out because you can't access anything because your nail is like ripped up. So that's why I'm saying just keep this for the odd chance that something terrible like that happens. Then you can go remove yourself, go into the lab, cut this off carefully, put it in the trash can, file it to get it like, so there's no jaggedy edges and put it back away. So this is emergency stuff right here. That's all this is for. I keep this in my little purse. Like I said, this goes on the flight with me. It goes on my person. But when I'm boarding the plane, if, I have my carry-on bag and I have this little bag. So what I'll usually do, because I don't pack these things full, guys. So this right here, this is my sunglasses. We'll put this in here. Everything else in here, except for the face mask. I always make sure I have a face mask with me. I've been on flights where the person next to me is coughing up a lung. They're super sick, like the lady who threw up. I mean, like, I'm just saying that, like, it's nice to be like, okay, immediately put on a mask because I don't want to get sick, especially if I'm just starting out a trip. I always seem to catch things, and it's better to just try to stay like as safe as you can as far as not getting sick on a flight. What I'll do is let me just show you how this works. Because I've had people ask me, well, that's 3 bags. How are you getting away with that? Well, no, it's not, because I put this inside here. This goes inside this bag. I can even fit the water bottle in here. It's no problem. I've got my little pillow. This slips right in here like this. See, perfect. Perfect, perfect. And this will even fit in here too, or this can go around my neck. So this, and then this right here is just a bonus item. This is like on international flights, you generally have a blanket, but on shorter flights, you're not going to have that. So this is just like, it's just a sarong. I bought this years ago in Hawaii. I absolutely love it, but it can be used as a blanket. It can be used as a cute scarf. It actually has so many uses, you guys. I'd actually forgotten about even packing this, but I actually love this. It's so cute. Look at that. Super cute. It has a lot of uses. So blanket, scarf, it's just lovely. So I take this. I can have it around my neck if there wasn't room in here, but there's room in here. So anyway, that is my little bag. I put this underneath and now I've got everything I need with me. And like I said, I pull out this when I'm gonna sleep. This right here has all my little treats, all my little snacks. My money is well secured. When I get on the plane, I will usually take this out of the small bag and I'll put this on. And I'll wear this for the entire flight. I understand right now I'm wearing black, so you can't even see this bag. This happened on my previous video. It was ridiculous. You couldn't even see it at all. So I apologize for that. I'll kind of put it out here so you can see. But this is what I wear. I'll just have this, I'll put this on once I get on the plane, get situated. I'll just put this back on. Now I've got my valuables with me. And I actually like having a little bag on my person. Either that or I'll put it around my waist. I'll just make this smaller, put it around my waist, and I'll just have a hip bag. So I like that. For me, I just like having something like this, put my blanket on, put my pillow, and I'll just go to sleep. I'm like holding a pillow. It's just nice. And then everything in here, it's just nice to have this all, like I know all my stuff is inside this little guy. And this just slides down inside here. I'm not digging through this big bag hoping nothing falls out because nothing's going to fall out. This is a big bag that's secured. And so, and like I said, I really like the mesh because I can see quickly where everything's at. I'll be like, okay, there's that, there's my pills, there's my hydration. You know, you just got all your different little things. So let's put this back in here so you can see. And if I just wanted to wear this, I could wear this on the flight because it looks super cute. And I could just wear it down like that if I wanted to, or I could tie it, whatever I want to do. Now I've got my cute scarf, my cute blanket, and I've got my bag. And then this is it. This is everything. And like I said, this right here, I am just going to take this and put it inside. So let's take that off right now again so you can see the whole ensemble, guys. This is me boarding a flight. This is me boarding a flight. This is what I would look like. Like I said, if I want to, I can put that inside. It doesn't have to flop around. It's set. It's done. Done. I'm ready for the flight. This is my little bag. And I'll have my backpack on my back and this, and that's it. That's all I got. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have all the links in the description. I do that mainly because I'm trying to make things helpful for you. There's so many times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love that thing that they're wearing, but then I don't know where they got it. So that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm just putting all this stuff on there, helping you be able to have an easy access to all the things that I talked about in this video. And I hope that it was helpful for you. And I hope that you have a great time planning your next trip, wherever that is. I'm actually leaving in a few days. I'm going on it's kind of a domestic / international trip. It'll be very, very fun. I'm very excited about that. And then I'm planning a huge trip for the fall. So I'm trying to get all of that organized, trying to get everything packed. But at least my in-flight bag is packed for this trip. And so thanks for watching me while I was packing it. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Bye.